Okay, in this video, we will try to get a introduction about the mathematical logic. Okay, so this is the new this particular video will be part of my mathematics for computer science playlist, where I will be discussing about all the mathematics related to computer science. Okay, in a single playlist. Now, mathematical logic is, I think, it should be the basic one we will start with. Okay, then we'll be advancing to the more advanced stuff over there. Now, if I just talk about what is mathematical logic, so it's a basically subfield of mathematics exploring the applications of formal logic to the mathematics. Okay, now in very simplistic term, in mathematical logic, we basically talk about different kinds of rule set. Okay, which will be using to construct more powerful rule set. Okay, we give specific name, and basically using those rules we try to prove something. Okay, so in mathematical logic, we basically study the excessive power of formal systems, which is basically logic based, and the deductive power of the proof system. Okay, now there are certain terms I am using it over here, like logic, proof, right, theorem, and topics, right? So logic means it we can say it's the basic of all mathematical reasoning over there, right? Without logic, you won't be able to establish any of the truth about any of this fact over there, right? So now, using this logic, we basically construct lot of mathematical argument, right? And basically we argue that that particular argument is correct or not, right? So to understand mathematics, we understand what makes up a correct mathematical argument, right? Those mathematical arguments are called proof over there. Okay, now we can talk about applications of proof, like when we talk about a computer program is producing correct result or not for all possible input values. Okay, without running that program for all possible input values, maybe we can constructively argue that using mathematical logic, that, or we can prove that that particular program will be producing a proper output, right? Or we can say, like, our algorithm is correct, it will always produce correct result. Okay, in those scenarios we will try to use this proof to prove that, okay, this particular algorithm will work fine for all different scenarios, right? Or basically, if you talk about security system, there also there are we basically try to establish lot of stuff over there, right? We'll see in future videos all the details related to how to construct proofs and those stuff as well. Okay, so if you see, like, this logic and proof, they are actually coupled with each other, right? Using different logics, we basically try to prove something, or we try to argue something, right? Now, when we establish a truth about a mathematical statement, we call it a theorem, right? It is like everybody is agreeing, like, this is true about that particular statement, right? And when we talk about a topic, like a mathematical topic, there are a lot of theorems about there, like if I just talk about, let's say, set theory, right? So there are a lot of theorems about there, that set theory, which we basically prove it using the basic logics, right? And even like, if you talk about any of the fields, mathematical fields, there are proofs involved over there, like graph theory or other stuff over there, right? So so understanding of the mathematical logic is very much important, and it is more, it has, if you see it over here, the examples I have taken over here, we can able to understand, like, in computer science also, mathematical logic has lot of applications, right? So if I just talk about different applications, like, we can it will be useful for designing computing machines, or specification of the system, or artificial intelligence. If you talk about, like, modern day artificial intelligence system or machine learning, everywhere there is a application of mathematical logic. Or let's say we already talk about the computers programming or programming languages over there, right? So hopefully I'm able to establish the fact that understanding the mathematical logic will be much very important to understand the latter subjects of this stuff. Okay, so we'll start with first order logic, then we'll gradually move on to more complex stuff over there, okay, in future videos. See you in next video.